can work our way towards our seats, please. We're going to start in 1 minute. All right, I think we have everyone here. We're all set, so we're going to go ahead and get started. Welcome, everybody. Today is Wednesday, September 18th, 2024. This is our 6 o'clock regular city council meeting. We did have a Homeless Alliance workshop at 4 o'clock that just ended a few minutes ago. We did not have a closed session, so I'm going to go ahead and call this meeting to order at 6:01. Madam Clerk, have you received any correspondence on our agenda this evening?
No, we have not.
All right, and if you would you please call roll?
Councilmember Estrada?
Here.
Councilmember Carwin?
Here.
Councilmember Sobek?
Here.
Mayor Pro Tem Dinas?
Here.
And Mayor Zimmerman.
And I am here, so I believe that we have Mr. Greg Lomenick. He is with Menifee Lakes Ward of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints to give us some words of inspiration. So Greg, please come to the podium now, and thank you. Welcome. We appreciate you helping us get our meeting started.
No, thank you for having me. It's a pleasure to be here. I wanted to share a quote to start by Phil Messina. He says, "When young men seek to be like you, when lazy men resent you, when powerful men look over their shoulders at you, and cowardly men plot behind your back, when corrupt men wish you were gone and evil men want you dead, only then will you have done your share." And obviously would insert women in there as well. It's important to stand for those things that are right. And hopefully, despite any differences that we may have, that we can agree on that. And with that, I'll begin with a prayer. Our Father in heaven, we are grateful for this nation that we live in, for the freedoms that we have here, especially for here in Menifee. We're grateful for the leaders that seek to improve our lives and keep us safe. Father, we're grateful for those men and women who fight to protect those freedoms and to protect us both here and abroad and around the world. We are grateful for those things and for the blessings in our lives. We ask that thou please bless the leaders of this nation, the leaders of this city and county, and bless us as we strive to do what is right, that we may grow closer to thee. And we say these things in the name of Jesus Christ. Amen.
Amen. Thank you, Mr. Lomenick. We appreciate you being here this evening. We have someone in our audience. Her name's AJ Novak. She is Lake Menifee Women's Club as well as our Senior Advisory Committee. AJ, would you mind leading us in a flag salute today? Let's please stand.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, thank you, and thank you, AJ, for leading. All right, we are on item 5 now. This is presentations. There are 3, the first one being up front, and I'd like to ask Eugene Johnny Bartlett if he would join the council at the front of the dais so that we can present him Citizen of the Month. All right, so as many of you may know, each month the council members select, and we take turns selecting someone who gives to the community, behind the scenes, does a lot of things to make all of our quality of life better. This month, the choice was Councilman Estrada's choice, and so I'm going to hand the microphone over to him. We can share about his recipient.
Hey, good evening, everybody. Eugene
congratulations on this. I wanted to say a few kind words about you. So Eugene Johnny Bartlett is the security officer over at our Cherry Hills Plaza. And many of us go to the Cherry Hills Plaza, and you may see him going around patrolling, and I see him a lot. I love that shopping center, and Eugene, the work you do there is priceless. Not only is he there ensuring that our community is safe, showing attention to it, making sure our families go have a comfortable place to eat and shop, but outside of those duties, he's always beautifying the property there. He'll get off of his golf cart, he'll get a Home Depot bin, he'll get the trash pick, and he'll start making sure, the flowers, the bushes, the roadways are all well maintained, going well above beyond the duties that a security officer would normally do. On top of that, he works for one of our local businesses, the Ninth Shield. So Johnny, you are a trifecta, okay? You've done a great job beautifying security, working for our local business, and he is a Menifee resident as well. So out of the 120,000 residents, Johnny, you caught our attention, and we would like to congratulate you. I'll go ahead and pass it over to my colleagues to say a few kind words.
I'll start. Since I represent District 1, which includes Cherry Hill Plaza, I really appreciate what you're doing out there. And we just had a whole discussion over here about homelessness and crime in the plaza, and we've been told the numbers are going down, and that's because of you. So we appreciate everything you're doing to keep everything safe and keep things flowing and keep the heart of Sun City beating. So thank you so much.
And I want to congratulate you on becoming our Outstanding Citizen of the Month for the month of September. We only have 12 of these a year. There's people just like you, all over our city, little unsung heroes that we don't know about. And so I want to thank Ricky for recognizing you for this, and I just want to say congratulations and thank you for what you do.
Well, congratulations. I know, and I love to go to Joyful Noise and sit there and have coffee, and you're driving by, you spot something, you're right there taking care of it. So for all that hard work, we appreciate it, and making the Cherry Hills Plaza there a place that you want to go to, and I'm sure the businesses will appreciate it too. So thank you very much, and congratulations.
And I just wanted to share, I really appreciate all the efforts that you do over there. There's so many people that are involved in trying to improve our quality of life, make us feel safe, give us that safe feeling when we're at the shopping center and so panhandlers coming up behind you or making you nervous. There's folks like you that are there to encourage people to do the right thing. And so thank you for that. We're all woven together like fabric, and you're part of that fabric. And so I'm pleased that Councilman Estrada chose you as our Citizen of the Month. We'd love to have you share a few words if you like as well. Would you like to? Okay.
I want to say thank you to everybody who didn't see my disabilities as a disadvantage, that they allow me to flourish as much as I can, especially the people at Ninth Shield and the rest of my family. And I'm very honored to have this recognition. It means the world to me. Thank all you guys, everybody.
So Johnny, I have the pleasure of reading this award out for you. In recognition of your outstanding dedication to ensuring the safety and well-being of the residents around the Cherry Hills Shopping Center, your collaborative efforts with the Menifee Police Department and the Ninth Shield have earned the recognition and appreciation from the local businesses and residents in the community. The City Council commends you on your devotion to the community. Congratulations, sir.
And anybody who's here to support Johnny, come on up, and we're going to do a big group photo. Thank you. Congratulations again. We're going to tell Justin Matoyer to give you a raise. All right, so council members, we can return to the dais. All right, that is always fun to do. We are now moving to our next presentation item, 5.2. This is our community services update, and I see Ms. Mitchell is here. Welcome.
Good evening, Mayor, City Council. Mariana Mitchell, Community Services Manager, here to provide an update on all the things happening in community services over the next month or so. So first off, our recreation programs. We've got a lot of great things happening at the Case-Anacero Senior Center. Some of the things that are regular happening, such as our monthly food box program, which is going to take place on Thursday, September 26th, as well as a recognition of the month of September as being National Senior Center Month. We have picked an appreciation day on Wednesday, September 25th, between the lunch hours in order to take the time to recognize the role that our Case-Anacero Senior Center plays in the Menifee community. Thank our staff, our community partners that bring resources to our seniors on a regular basis. And shortly following the next day, we have our presentation for Community Action Partnership. So Community Action Partnership is one of our regular partners. They're actually one of the ones that help us with the food box program, connecting us with the OC Food Bank for that. They also offer a number of various helpful programs, things like LIHEAP, which is utility assistance programs, weatherization information and resources, different things for helping our seniors make connections with the available resources to either make ends meet when it comes to having difficulty paying your bills, or seeing what resources are available to help them live a better life. So this is a really great presentation. It's being offered again by Community Action Partnership on Thursday the 26th at 10 a.m. at the Case-Anacero Senior Center. And in response to the request to enhance some of our all-inclusive, all-ability programs, we have a new partner with Disability Foundation, Sports Foundation. So Mighty Me now has a sports program that we're going to be offering in the fall every Thursday, once a week, at Lazy Creek Park. With the first one was originally scheduled the 12th. We had to move some schedules around because of the unhealthy air, but we are looking to pick that up this Thursday, with the first one being kickball. And again, this is in partnership with the Disability Sports Foundation. So we're hoping that anybody with all abilities will come out and join us. If there's any accommodations, please reach out to us. We'll be happy to make those. And again, hoping to expand on this as we continue with our partnerships. And then also we have an update on our Menifee Community Center. This is a capital improvement project that was funded to design a community center to go on the land right next to the Menifee Library, located on Menifee and La Piedra Road. So the land was transferred over from Riverside County, and we're here to offer information on the upcoming workshop that's taking place on October 2nd. It is going to be here at City Council and Council Chambers at 4 p.m. And it's to give an update on what the programming might look like, some of the site plans and floor plans based on the information we've received from the community in the community workshops and the surveys that took place. And we're hoping to invite the community and looking for council's feedback as we progress on this project. Moving on to our special events, Community Services is proud to host over 50 citywide special events in a given year. So here are just a few of them that are coming up in the next month. This Friday, we have as a part of our cultural arts program, our pop-up paint night at Case-Anacero Senior Center, starting at 5:30 to 7:30. This is an opportunity to express your artistic endeavors. This is a relatively nominal fee, $10 for all the materials. I do want to note that this class is filling up rather quickly. I think we only have 5 spots left. So if you're interested, I encourage you to register quickly. And then coming up in October, we have our Electric Car Show and Clean Air Expo taking place on October 5th at the Mount San Jacinto College from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. and focusing on opportunities to engage the community on how to go green and learn about sustainability, how you can integrate those into some of your daily activities through interactive booths and also a car show. So hope you guys can come out and join us. And last but not least, this Saturday is going to be our next bulky item drop-off event. It is going to be hosted on Saturday the 21st at Heritage High School. And the gates open at 8 a.m. and it will go until bins are full. This is one of our larger events that we host, so we will be accepting electronic waste, used tires, no rims, and up to limit of 4 per vehicle. And then we also have the free compost mulch that's available for anybody who's interested in revamping your garden. It's you can scoop and go. So we encourage anybody who's interested in compost, please bring a bucket or materials to carry it with you. But looking forward to that. And like I said, this Saturday, so if you're looking to clear out the garage or if you have a neighbor that you want to make sure they have this information, please share it. Looking forward to that one. And then we have a couple save the dates coming up in the next month. Our Haunt Your House, which is our annual Halloween decoration contest, will be accepting applications starting October 1st through the 14th. And then we have our annual Fall Festival. It's going to be taking place on October 19th, 4 to 8 p.m. at Mount Sinisino College, as well as the following week, the Day of the Dead event, same location, happening on Saturday, October 26th from 4 to 8 p.m. And that concludes my report, if there's any questions.
Any questions, council members? Mariana, you always do a great job. Thank you for the great presentation. All right, we're going to move on. Yeah. I'm sorry.
Well, I was going to ask a question. Do they need volunteers for the sports, the Me Too sports?
Yeah, will you please check with Mariana? She'll be able to take care of you. Thank you. Yep, she's right there. Okay, next up, we have Gabby Cowell is on her way because we're on item 5.3. This is Youth Leaders of Menifee Officer Introductions. So welcome, Ms. Cowell.
Thank you, and good evening, Mayor and council members. I'm here today to introduce the Youth Leaders of Menifee officers for the school year of 24-25. In case you don't know, our Youth Leaders of Menifee is a program that is open to all high school students who live or attend school in the city of Menifee. The program promotes public service through volunteer efforts at our City of Menifee programs and events throughout the year, and the students here today were either elected or selected from an interview process to take on extra responsibilities to help lead this group through the school year. I would now like to invite our president, Alessandra Pimentel, and Vice President Naomi Zepeda to talk about their plans for the school year and introduce the remaining officers.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Alessandra Pimentel. I'll be the president for Youth Leaders of Menifee for 2024 and 2025. We like to introduce our theme with a short speech that we made. And when I first began with the program, I remember being placed in a room filled with ambitious teenagers eager to make a difference in this city. At every event, I'd spot our youth leaders putting in their effort and time to give to our community the best experience. Each year, I saw new and returning faces, but never an idle moment. Therefore, we have decided to implement the theme of excellence for this new term, as it will set an example of who we are. Excellence is a key ingredient in establishing a successful team. We hope that as we move forward throughout this school year, every individual will strive for excellence, because excellence is not simply about getting close to perfection, but about achieving a performance that carries passion and grit. When we give to our community with a purpose behind our actions, we create a passion for our work ethic. This ignites a driven team of leaders to work excellently. We can only achieve a performance of impeccable quality once we have established a team of young leaders who desire to serve their community and strive to become a better version of themselves. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Naomi, and I am the Vice President for this year's term. This year, we will continue to strive as a team and motivate young minds of Menifee to accomplish new goals that we have set for this new term. In doing so, we plan to make more events and activities for our youth. For instance, we're going to implement a lot more art-related events for our teens to bring their creativity and meet new people. For instance, offering new opportunities for them to excel as a member of our community and as a student. Youth Leaders of Menifee is an amazing program for teenagers to get involved with our community. We get the opportunity to learn about so many different topics and earn so many community service hours too. At the same time, teens develop lifelong skills and that will benefit them in the future. We plan on collaborating with some clubs at our local high school and inspiring more students to serve our community. Thank you, everyone.
And I'd like to introduce the teams for the 2024 and 2025 term. Will you please rise?
All right, good afternoon, City Council. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Xander Arroyo. I am a junior at the Mighty Liberty High School, home of the Bison. I will be one of your green team leads for this year, and this is my second year in the Youth Leaders of Menifee program. Thank you, and can't wait for an amazing year.
Good afternoon. My name is Jessica Pham. I'm in 12th grade. I go to Paloma Valley High School. This is my first year in This is my first year in youth leader membership, and I'm part of the teen team.
Good evening, City Council, Mayor Zimmerman. My name is Alexander Casillas. I'm a senior at Liberty High School. I'm in the teen activities team, being an officer, and this is my 4th year in YLM. Thank you.
Good evening, council members. I am Cecilia Moses. I am a current senior at Liberty High School, and I am one of the teen activity leads for this school year, and I've been a part of Youth Leaders of Menifee for 4 years. Thank you, everybody.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Alina Fanous. I am a sophomore at Western Center Academy. This is my first year in YLM, and I'm part of the youth team lead.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Tori Winchester. I am a junior at Paloma Valley High School. This is my 3rd year in Youth Leaders of Menifee, and I'm a part of the youth team.
Good evening, everyone. My name is AJ Rodriguez. I am a senior at Paloma Valley, and this is my 4th year, and I am with the youth mentor lead.
Good afternoon, council members and Mayor Bill Zimmerman. My name is Miley Lundstrom. I'm a junior at Paloma Valley High School. I've been in youth leadership for 2 years now, and I'm part of the green team. Thank you. Have a nice evening.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Aiden. I'm a motivated junior at Paloma Valley High School. I'm part of the green team, and this is my first year of YLM.
As you can see, we are very excited to get started this year, and it is a guarantee that you'll see these officers as well as the rest of our YLM students volunteering at our city events in the future. And we continue to accept members into the YLM program year-round. For additional information as well as an application, students can visit cityofmenifee.us/YLM. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Ms. Cow. All right, so congratulations to our new team. Every year, all of us council members and everybody at City Hall, we always look forward to working with our youth leaders of Menifee. So congratulations, welcome aboard, and welcome back. A lot of you, like Alex, who's been doing it forever. So anyway, it's great to see you all, and looking forward to working with you. All right, we're going to move on our agenda now. We're on item 6 is agenda approval or modification. So Madam Clerk, do we have any modifications to tonight's agenda?
No, we do not.
All right, council members, if we have no changes, all in favor of approving the agenda, would you please say aye?
Aye.
Opposed? Hearing none. Our agenda is approved unanimously. We're on item 7 now. This is public comments on non-agenda items. So, Madam Clerk, has anyone filled out a speaker slip? Okay, so let me just read this. This is the time for members of the public to address the council about items that are not listed on our agenda. The Brown Act limits our ability to respond to those comments on non-agendized matters at the time they're made. Each speaker will be limited to 3 minutes on any single item. When you're speaking, there's going to be a little clock up here that counts down from 3 minutes, so keep an eye on that. Madam Clerk, would you please call the first speaker?
Robert Petrucci, followed by John Pruitt. Never mind. John Pruitt.
Welcome, sir. Thank you. If you don't mind repeating your name for us for the record.
I've been doing it since kindergarten.
Good.
John Pruitt.
All right, very good.
P-R-U-I-T-T.
Thank you. Welcome.
I don't know. Let me finish first. Good evening. Thank all of you for putting your time in for public office. I was a board member, so I know what you go through. I'm here to talk about
The worst thing that a public official can do is waste taxpayers' dollars. And that has occurred in your police department. You have approved some legal funds. It would have never happened if the officer had not falsified records, and that happened. Two things. There are two types of problems: people problems and system problems. It's only two types. You have a problem for both in your police department. There was an incident that came about, and when the report was given to the DA, it was filled with false information. After 1 week of pushing a night supervisor to come down and put in a second report, it was denied, it was pushed, it was blocked, until he got tired of me calling, and he sent an officer out to the house. The second report was completely different than the first report. All of this can be verified. That's a system problem. Being denied to come down to the police department to do that is a people problem. You have both. Los Angeles, Rodney King. Minneapolis, George Floyd. Dallas, Chicago. New York, Baltimore, Louisville, and Memphis. All of those cities I named, someone died because of the police. I stand before you. I am a product of Memphis, Tennessee. And 2 years ago, a young man was killed by police, 7 or 8 police officers. Interesting, when I was a sophomore at the University of Memphis, the exact same thing happened. A young man was killed by police and sheriff, 17 of them. They beat him so badly, it took a week for his body, for the swelling to go down so the undertaker could get his body into the casket. I'm not saying it's gonna happen in Menifee, but the potential is there for it to happen because you have a people problem and a system problem in your police department. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Mr. Pruitt. Madam Clerk, next speaker, please.
No other speakers.
All right. We're going to move on our agenda. We're on item 8 now. This is council member updates and comments. We'll start with Councilman Carwin.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I attended the police department promotions ceremony where we had 3 promotions there. Corey Cox was promoted to lieutenant. Dustin Norwood was promoted to sergeant, and Eileen Lopez was promoted to senior records technician. It was great to be able to honor them and see those advancements. I then jetted over to the ribbon cutting for David's Toothpaste. I missed the opportunity to actually cut the ribbon, but I got to catch up with everybody for a tour of the facility, and that was a fantastic new addition to our innovation district. I attended as our representative to the WRCOG TUMF Central Zone Executive Committee. It's a mouthful, where we submitted an item for funding for a feasibility study to address the future intersections of Ethonac, Highway 74, Antelope, and the existing RCTC railroad right-of-way. So that's something that's coming in the future. And it was seconded by Rita Rogers from Paris. She was amenable to that, so they were cooperative in that. I attended a chamber event, a small chamber event gathering to honor the outgoing chamber president, John Paranti. That was hosted at the home of Fabio Conti. That was nice. The mayor was there for that. Then I attended the WRCOG full executive committee the following Monday after the TUMP committee, and nothing specific to Menifee to report there, mostly receiving files. I participated with Planning Commission Chair Jeff Ledoux in a stakeholder interview regarding our innovation district. That was nice to give our input on that. And then, was it just this morning? Or was it yesterday? The Chamber Wake Up Menifee that was yesterday. Chamber Wake Up Menifee at the Fairfield Inn, where we got to meet with our local businesses and hear a lot of updates from them. And it was just a great way to honor our local businesses. And thank you to the Fairfield Inn for hosting. And that's all I've gotten. I think the groom's side cleared out pretty hard. Yeah.
All right, Bob, good report. Thank you. Next up is Councilmember Estrada.
Thank you. So on September 10th, I took part in the stakeholder interview as well with Planning Commissioner Joe Long, talking about Menifee's future innovation district. That innovation district, for those of you who don't know, is south of Scott Road, north of Keller, in the southwest portion of our city. And I advocated for the consultant to look into how we can attract high-paying mortgage jobs, because we know Menifee residents travel a lot to San Diego and Los Angeles, Orange County, and commute. So that is a priority of this council. Know that we are advocating to create an innovation district to provide mortgage-paying jobs. For transparency, I said, hey, I'd like to see educational institutions, biomedical institutions, research and development, mortgage-paying jobs that could provide our families a living wage. That's all I got. Thank you.
All right, thank you. And I think all of us probably had very similar things to say. All right, next up, Councilmember Sobek.
Thank you, Mayor. Yes, very similar things to say was in our stakeholder meeting as well. Planning Commissioner Chris Thomas joined me that day. It was wonderful having him there. I would like to share a little bit. It was mentioned about Dave's toothpaste. So I want to share that we have David's toothpaste being manufactured here in the city of Menifee that is being distributed all over the United States and is getting ready to be distributed globally. And what a story he shared. He started off in his garage making this toothpaste, and he started off doing that in 2015. And here it is, 2024. He's moved from a 5,000 square foot unit down to a city the south of us, grew to a 7,000, and now is in Menifee with a 15,000 square foot unit, making this toothpaste. So kudos to him. And you can read on the box, manufactured in Menifee, California. So it's pretty exciting. I attended the ribbon cutting as well and grand opening of the Sunset Board and Care. This is right here, the MTG meeting, met with Senator Ciardo. He talked about Proposition 36. It's going to be on our ballot. This is going to help fix some of the unintended consequences from Prop 47. So he shared how important this is. Our county DA, Mike Hestron, helped write this initiative, and he feels it will be a good thing for our state to try to fix Proposition 47. So I attended Foodie Friday as well, met there Mayor Zimmerman, met Councilmember Carwin there. I attended my responsibility at the Riverside County Conservation Authority meeting. Mainly we got updates about the fires that were going on. It was pretty much just business as usual. I attended the Operation School Bell Assistance League, and I just want to give a shout out to the Assistance League. We're going to have an item on the agenda later tonight that talks about the grant money that they receive from our city through the federal CDBG grant money, and they do marvelous things helping the children in our community. They get a $125 voucher, and they work with Kohl's, and they take them shopping with their parents, and the kids get to pick school clothes, new shoes. So it's a wonderful program. I attended a finance committee meeting along with one of my colleagues. I'm sure he'll share that. And I wanted to give a shout out on 9/11. We didn't do anything this year as a city, so I went over to the 9/11 memorial at Miller Jones Mortuary, and I met this resident, Anthony Pacheco. He happened to be putting up a flag and paying tribute his own way. He's a 30-year retired firefighter from the city of LA, and he was excited to show me his little fire truck that he made out of a golf cart. And he just drives it right down there. He lives at a house nearby, but every year he goes there and pays tribute on 9/11. So I just want to give a shout out to that resident. The last thing I wanted to share with that is coming up, our Menifee community cupboard that we have here in the city helps stop hunger. And about I think 70% of their residents that they help are actually senior citizens. And they have a fundraiser coming up. It's called Celebrity Karaoke, and so I just wanted to give a shout out to them. It's going to be held coming up this September 27th at Wilson Creek Winery, and anyone is welcome to register and attend that. And it's just a great, great fundraiser for our Menifee community cupboard, we had a we talked about homeless earlier tonight in our workshop. They have those resources and provide food for those who are in need. So that's into my report tonight.
All right, very good. Mayor Pro Tem Dinas.
Thank you. I also attended David's toothpaste ribbon cutting, and Eric, the owner, gave a great speech as to why we should use his toothpaste, and I felt guilty for my dental care when I walked out for not using his toothpaste. I did attend as well with the Councilmember Sobek, the Finance Committee meeting, where we discussed a new software program by Spicer Consulting to allow Menifee residents to look at their whatever CFDs that are on their property, to go and see that and see how much they pay, how long it is to pay it off, how much what it's being used for, and then also for the other property tax items on their tax bill, it'll take them to the county website to see what those are. So that was shown us, and then it'll be come back to the full board eventually. So in the spirit of transparency for property owners here, is a pretty nice program, and it'll be coming forward. The other thing is we did do a presentation on the annual presentation on our investment portfolio. Staff is doing a great job at diversifying it with interest rates, up. We've been doing pretty good in returns. I'm really pleased because at how diverse and they are and how ways being handled. So that's all I have. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor Pro Tem. I'm going to try to be quick here. This is since our last meeting on September 4th. On Thursday, September 5th, I attended the You Matter Coalition meeting, and then there was a chamber ribbon cutting at David's Toothpaste that I attended. On Friday the 6th, I did also attend the Murrieta Temecula group and heard from Senator Sayardo and also Assemblymember Kate Sanchez. And then later that evening was the opening ceremonies for the Menifee Girls Softball League over at the Ashley Sports Park. And I went and threw out the first pitch for that and got them started in their league. And then I joined Councilmember Sobek and Councilman Carwin at Foodie Friday, and it was a nice night, not too hot. On Sunday the 8th, the Chamber had that send-off appreciation for retired board chair John Peranti that I attended as well with Councilman Carwin. On Tuesday the 10th, I did a stakeholder interview with my planning commissioner for the Innovation District. And then there was a chamber mixer at Animal Friends of the Valley down in Lake Elsinore. And there was fires going that night, and I was driving towards the smoke going, what am I doing? But it turned out to be a wonderful mixer, and there was about 35 people from Menifee that also drove towards the smoke and went to the mixer, so it was good. We got a great team and JPA with their animal friends, and it was nice to tour the facility. On Wednesday, the 11th, I attended RCTC Commission meeting in downtown Riverside, and we also had a 79 Corridor Ad Hoc Committee meeting that followed the RCTC meeting. On Thursday, the 12th, the Rotary Club, I attended that meeting, and the speaker was Beth Saltesiak and also the Chief Middleton from Animal Friends. And then I went over to Milvet after that and assembled care packages for those that are deployed overseas. On Saturday the 14th, Victory Calvary Chapel held a classic car show at the Sun City Cherry Hills Plaza. And I attended that, and then I went down to Lake Elsinore and I spoke at a remembrance event that was hosted by a Gold Star mother, Lisa Monker. She's a member of our Milvet. And it was for her son who passed away, Sergeant John Barcelano. He grew up here in Menifee, went to Bell Mountain Middle School, and graduated Paloma Valley High School. And it was a fundraiser for Gold Star mothers. Yesterday was a chamber wake-up event, as Councilman Carwin mentioned. It was a business mixer over at Fairfield Inn, and we all got to meet Jacqueline, who's the new contact over there that books the facility for our events. And I wanted to make one quick announcement that this Saturday morning at 9:30 a.m., the Historical Association will be doing a program at the Antelope Menifee Rural Center. It's free, and all are welcome to come. It's timely because it has to do with Holland Road overcrossing, which we hope to be able to be cutting the ribbon very soon. but it's about the Holland family. It's about the Scott family, which is Scott Rhodes named after, and also the Christensen family who lived right there where the bridge crosses over. So, all right, that's all I have. Anybody else have anything else? All right, we're going to move on our agenda. We're on item 9. This is approval of the minutes from September 4th. Anybody have any changes to those minutes? Hearing none, all in favor of approval, please say aye. Aye. Opposed? Hearing none, those minutes are approved, and we're now on our consent calendar. This is item 10. I'm going to read this brief statement. All matters on the consent calendar are to be approved in one motion unless a council member requests a separate action on a specific item on the consent calendar, and if it's removed, it'll be discussed individually and acted upon separately. Madam Clerk, do we have any requests to speak on our consent calendar items?
No, we do not.
All right, council members, do we have any items that we would like to pull? Do we, can we get a motion then to approve the consent calendar?
So moved. Second.
Okay. Pull up our voting. And that passed unanimously. So we are now on item 11, public hearing items. There's one. The first one is 11.1. It's our, what we like to call the CAPER, Consolidated Annual Performance and Evaluation Report for our CDBG program for the fiscal year 23-24. And I see Ms. LeBron is here at the podium, so welcome.
Thank you, Honorable Mayor, Council members. Good to see everybody tonight. Edna LeBron, Senior Management Analyst for the Community Development Department. This is too low, isn't it? Oh, okay. So, yes, tonight's presentation will be on our community development, on our Consolidated Annual Performance and Evaluation Report, also known as the CAPER. The CAPER is done annually. It evaluates the city's progress and performance in meeting the priority activities identified in our 5-year consolidated plan. Fiscal year 23-24 represents the second year of our current con plan. The city of Menifee received an allocation of $527,000. We expended $977,000, that's including prior year carryover funds. An additional $17,000 was expended for the CDBG CV activities for a total expenditure of $999,000, assisting 2,919 low-mod residents. This is our public services. With our public services, we were able to award 7 nonprofits. The budget was $79,000. Total expenditures was $74,000. Here are some pictures of our some of our nonprofits in action. Our minor home repair grant program budget was $100,000. We expended $158,000 with prior year funds, assisting 10 homeowners. Capital improvement project, the budget was $223,000. We expended $627,000, also including prior year funds. And that's over on 3rd Street between Antelope and Highway 74. Our stats for the CV, we have a balance of $34,000 for admin, $126,000 for our homeless outreach, which will be expended this fiscal year. Our MCAC committee, promotes and reviews our CDBG applications and reports and provides a recommendation. On Monday, September 9th, we held a meeting here at the council chambers to review the CAPER. The MCAC was concerned in regards to the waiting list for our minor home repair program, and they recommend that staff review options on how we can increase our numbers of grants completed per year. Staff recommendation is to adopt the CAPER for 23-24 and authorize staff to submit to HUD. And with that, if you have any questions, I'll be more than happy to answer them.
Okay, thank you, Ms. LeBron. I do have a question from Councilmember Sobek.
Yes, thank you, Ms. LeBron, for your report. I always love seeing how many people were able to help with the CDB grant money. I do have a question. There was a $10,000 allocation for, was it Menifee Mustangs?
Yes,
And
ma'am.
only 5,000 was, 186 was spent.
That is correct.
There were 15 individuals served with that 5,000. I thought that was kind of low compared to the rest. But I wanted to know what happens to the rest of that money?
That money will roll over to this fiscal year, either to the CIP project or the minor home repair program.
Okay, so
And-
how do you determine which department
Well,
to
in years
add?
past, it's always been the CIP projects, but because we have such a long waiting list for our minor home repair program, we might just put it in there. It hasn't been determined as of yet.
Okay, so that minor home repair program, is that senior minor home?
That is correct, 62 and older.
62 and older, great. Okay, that was my questions, thank you. Thanks for your good job that you do allocating this money.
Thank you.
And if I can give some encouragement, I like the idea of going to the minor home program and putting that money there. If we've got a long waiting list, let's help those folks the best we can.
Thank you.
Next in the queue is Councilman Estrada.
Hey, Ms. LeBron, good evening. Historically, Quail Valley has qualified for the CDBG, correct?
So historically, Quill Valley used to, but it no longer does due to all the new construction areas. So they're no longer a qualified census tract in regards to doing any type of CIP projects. But we are able to help seniors 62 years or older with minor home repairs.
Okay, and that changed this, because I remember
It
a year
changed-
or
it
two ago,
changed-
I saw they did qualify, but
It was back in 2017, 17, 18, when it changed.
oh, was it that long ago?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right, thank you for clarifying.
You're welcome.
I think that's correct, because I remember Arts Council was doing a free summer art program in Quail Valley, and then that next year it changed, and it wasn't able to serve that area anymore.
Right.
They moved the boundaries of what do they call it, the low income?
It's the qualified census tract. So what that means is within that qualified census tract, 51% of the people that reside there must be low to moderate income in order for the funding to go there.
Okay, all right. All right, thank you. Any other questions or comments, council members? I'm going to open the public hearing. It is 6:47. Madam Clerk, was this legally noticed?
Yes, it was.
And do we have any correspondence on this item?
No correspondence.
All right, and do we have any requests to speak from the audience?
I do have one.
Okay.
Lynn Kelly Leonard.
All right. Welcome, Ms. Leonard.
Thank you. It is magic. Oh, okay. Good evening, Mayor and members of the council and staff. My name is Lynn Kelly Lehner, and I am the Director of Advocacy and Innovation for Habitat for Humanity Inland Valley. On behalf of my CEO, Tammy Marine, CFO, Mary Stein, and our board of directors, I would like to thank you and your staff for your continued partnership for our A Brush with Kindness program, as well as our work together with Menifee Better Together. Over the previous fiscal year, Habitat for Humanity Inland Valley completed 29 projects serving 45 low and moderate senior individuals. Projects included yard work, cleanup, paint, minor home repairs, and fence repair. The partnership between the city and Habitat undoubtedly improves the overall health and wellness of residents by reducing stress, increasing community pride, and keeping seniors in safe and affordable housing. In addition to this program, we are happy to announce that we are about to close escrow on an affordable home for our first-time low-income homebuyer here in Menifee. In addition to the assistance from Habitat, the homebuyer was able to utilize the city's down payment assistance program. We will be holding a house dedication event in November for the new homebuyer, and we would love to invite you to celebrate this special milestone. Be on the lookout for a formal invite in the coming weeks. Thank you again, Council, for your generous and ongoing partnership throughout the years, and to staff for their continued support and guidance. We look forward to what the future has in store for our partnership and for the community.
All right, Ms. Lehner, thank you for coming today, and we appreciate the good partnership as well. All right, any other speakers?
No other speakers.
All right, thank you. So I'm going to go ahead and close the public hearing at 6:49. Council members, do we have any more discussion? Hearing none, can I get a motion to adopt a resolution that approves the CAPER?
So moved.
Okay. That passed unanimously. Thank you, Ms. LeBron. We're going to move now to a discussion item. There's 12.1, and it's the League of California Cities Annual Conference General Assembly Voting Delegate Appointment. And I believe Edna Aguilar is coming to the podium. So welcome.
Hi, thank you. Good evening, Honorable Mayor, members of the council. My name is Edna Aguilar, Management Analyst with the Clerk's Office, and I'm here to present to you the appointment of a voting delegate for the California League of Cities General Assembly. So this year, the League of California Cities annual conference will take place in Long Beach from October 16th through 18th, with Councilmember Estrada currently registered to attend. Every year, the League of Cities convenes a General Assembly in which cities have an opportunity to participate in the development of Cal Cities policy. To participate in this year's General Assembly, the City Council must appoint a voting delegate by September 25th. This year, the General Assembly will convene on October 18th at 8:30 a.m. to discuss and deliberate on one general resolution. That is, unless the Policy and Resolutions Committee disapprove or refer the policy for further study. Please keep in mind that petition resolutions could still be submitted for consideration during the annual conference. The proposed resolution to be potentially brought forward to the General Assembly is the "what applies to one applies to all" in the fair and equal treatment of all governmental officials at all levels. The resolution would object to the California legislature imposing rules to local officials that do not apply to state officials and calls on the governor to implement a policy that would prohibit the legislature and the governor from passing laws that only affect county and city officials, unless those laws also apply to state assembly and Senate members. So tonight, our recommended action is to determine the city's position and appoint a council member as a voting delegate. And with that, I conclude my presentation and are open for questions.
All right, thank you, Ms. Aguilar. So, council members, first of all, do we have any questions of staff? I don't see any questions. Madam Clerk, do we have any requests to speak?
No requests.
And any correspondence?
No correspondence.
All right, so council members, we're open for discussion. I believe that Councilmember Estrada, thank you for going to the conference. Sometimes there's 4 or 5 of us that go, and sometimes there's 1, so I'm glad that you stepped up to attend. So the 2 things we're going to need to do tonight is appoint a council member. So I think we all can agree that Councilmember Estrada is going to be the delegate. And the second one is to determine the city's position on that. How do we guys all feel that if the laws that apply to local officials would also apply to state officials? Is everybody kind of in agreement with that? I see a lot of yeses. All right, so I think we have a position. Now, I'm not sure if they come up with some new resolutions or things to be brought, but at that point, we'll just leave it up to Councilman Estrada to use his discretion.
That is correct. As a voting delegate, it would be up to his discretion.
Yep. A lot of times those things come up and it has to do with our local control platform that we have across the board. And so if it takes away our local control, we encourage you to vote no on that. So.
Yeah, 100%. And I'll carry out the will of the majority of the council and vote accordingly that we agree to accept the apply for all rule. And I'll give you all the updates after the conference.
Oh, very good. All right, thank you. And again, thank you for representing the city of Menifee. All right, so with that, we'll need a motion to appoint Councilmember Estrada as the voting delegate. So I'll make that motion.
Second.
Okay. That passed unanimously, so we'll move on our agenda now. Mr. City Attorney, do you have anything to report?
No, Mayor.
All right, Mr. City Manager, anything to report?
No report or works.
Okay, any future agenda requests from council members?
I have one.
Okay,
I'd like to look into seeing if we can do a 9/11 tribute in the future.
okay, I'll second that.
Thank you.
Any other requests? All right, hearing none, we're going to go ahead and adjourn. It is 6:55 on the dot, and I want to thank everybody for being here and hope you have a wonderful night.